Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, What the Bag. I'm not dead. I had a pretty long hiatus. There was a gap of about 3 weeks where I didn't post, and I'm sorry about that, except for the fact that it was because I was very busy, and that just means that I was getting things done in other areas of my life. But I'm back now. I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to keep up with a consistent weekly schedule in the new year, but we'll see how that turns out. I will have a more free schedule in the new year than I did in this past one because of my college and having to coordinate 3 roommates where we all are at the same time. It meant that I wasn't home enough, which means that I didn't get to make as many or as good of quality videos as I like to. But I'm deciding that I like the quality over quantity, so I'll be still making videos. There just might be different subjects and they may not take as long. And for my bullet journal videos, I don't think I'll be doing the whole setup on camera. I'll just do a flip through, maybe with some live audio so that you can hear my thoughts as I flip through it. But yeah, so for this video, there's my hands, you miss them? I went to this awesome place called Scrap Bmore in Baltimore with my mom a couple days ago, and we went because someone on Facebook tagged me and they showed me this gorgeous tower of yarn. And I was like, okay, well I have to go get all of that. So we set up to go over there, and it's actually not that far from my parents' house, so that was nice, and we'll definitely be going back. But I wanted to show you the haul that I got. Everything there was very decently priced. It's a lot of secondhand craft things. They also had broken sewing machines that they tell you exactly what's wrong with them, and then you can buy them and get replacement parts, and then you have a sewing machine for $20. It was really cool. It had a jewelry section and a whole wall of fabric. I didn't get any fabric, though I really wanted to, and I spent a long time staring at the wall, but I'll probably be able to get some in the future. They just didn't really have any that spoke to me in the way that art supplies speak to an artist, so I didn't get any. But what they did have, let's start, is yarn, which I showed the picture of the yarn they had. So I got this bright orange, mint green, and really bright yellow. I can actually tell that this one is Red Heart Super Saver, which is a brand that I use a lot, so that was nice to see that there. And I got these actually because I'm making a sweater based off of my character's Spring, and these are the markings that would be on his sweater area, I guess. So it was really nice that I was able to find all of them in one spot. And then also, I got this light yellow because I want to make something that's a pastel rainbow, but I didn't have any light yellow. And all of these were $2 or $3, I think. A lot of the things there were 10 cents for a scoop of buttons, or 25 cents for a bag of little trinkets or something. I also got this one, which is really cool, Trans Pride colors or Sylveon colors, and I made this swatch because I was going to make socks, but I kind of decided not to for now. But look how cool that is. It's a pretty trans flag. Anyway, I've also been into knitting while I was gone. Everyone knows me for crocheting things, but I like knitting for my own personal projects because it feels like a different experience than crochet now that I do crochet as a source of income, and I feel like I've learned everything with crochet, so knitting means that I'm learning new things, which is good and cool and awesome. And the final part of yarn that I got was this. This was $4 for 5 little balls of actual wool and alpaca yarn, which I barely get to work with luxury yarns ever, so that was cool to see, and I thought these would be really nice, and I'll probably be able to make one hat maybe out of all these, and then with the extra I can make cat toys or something. And they're natural fibers, which is really cool. Okay, so I said that I'm into knitting. I got 2 sets of double pointed needles. I think this is like 4 and 5 millimeters, and then this circular set of like chunky needles. And my mom actually got me a set of interchangeable like screw-on needles and cables for Christmas, but they don't go up to like the chunky size. And I have a bunch of chunky yarn that I like never use because it hurts my hand to crochet with them, but it doesn't hurt my hand as much to knit the chunky yarns. But I don't have big enough needles. If you try to knit chunky yarn on this, you're gonna have a bad time. So I got these, and these were each, I think, like $1 per set or something like that. And now we have lace. So this first one, they had a surprising amount of colored lace. I feel like I never see colored lace, but I guess that's just because like my mom did not buy it or was not gifted it, and that's where I pull most of my resources from. So we have this really cute mint lace. It's just a generic floral, but I really am interested in experimenting with colored lace on my Lolita pieces, and I already have a mint JSK, so this could be cool to make like a rectangle headdress or just something other than the bow that the dress came with. There's really not a ton of it, like you couldn't put it around like the bottom of a skirt, but it's still enough to do something with, and for like 10 cents, why not? 10, 20 cents, something like that. There was also this, which I was planning to use on a dress that I'm making over this break while I'm at my parents' house before the new semester of college starts. But it's like a ribbon with lace on top. I was going to form it into a heart. I mean, it doesn't really stay like that, but it's got a little rose design. But it didn't really fit with the theme of the JSK that I was making, which is like kind of a Valentine's Day heart thing. So I decided not to use it, but it's still going to be useful in the future. If I do find pink fabric with roses on it, that's going to go on it. And the final thing of lace that I got was this, which is really cool. I like these layered laces. I think they're really nice for like a textural element, but also like just they're fun to play with, they're fun to sew on because it's like really frilly and nice and it's cool. This one is also, I think, just like a generic flower pattern, but it's white on the top and then pink and then white, and this was actually really good length. As you can see, I keep pulling it. There's actually about 3 yards of this, which means that if I wanted to put it on the bottom of a skirt, I totally could, which is nice. So the thing that I was really grateful for was the bucket of like buttons, and it was pretty hard to find like buttons that matched in that bucket, but it was good for like inspiration for like what could I make with these buttons, you know, and then I would look in the drawer of button sets to see ones that I could use for those ideas. So, and yeah, these were really cheap, like $1 or $2 per set of buttons. Oops. So in this bag, I've actually kind of consolidated them, but there were these little daisies, which I thought would be really cute on this yellow fabric that I have that's been sitting around in my apartment for a while. So I can make like a little flower themed dress. And then I have these little stars, which are transparent with like golden, like, I don't know, it's just like little gold stars on top of it. Can't really see because of the lighting, but yeah. And then I got this. This is actually 3 different packages of these buttons, and they're little hearts, and I'm actually going to be using these on the dress that I'm currently working on, and they'll be right in the center, which will be really cute, because everything I make is really cute. I also have these little yellow like flower buttons. They have like a etched flower in them, and they're kind of transparent. I think I have 5 of them, so we'll see what we can do with those. And then I also have these, there's actually a lot of these over here, purple hearts, so that could be cute because I could make several different accessories to go with whatever I use these these on and have the same buttons on them. Like I could make a headdress and wrist cuffs and a necklace, all with these same shapes on them. Okay, so finally, well, not finally, we'll make this one the finally. I also got some safety pins, mostly because of the container they're in, because I always need safety pins at conventions and I never have any, so I'll get some from the dollar store and put them in here. That just provided me. Okay, now the final thing is these. These were in 2 separate bags, so it was about $2 for, I think there were 10 in each one. But these are really cool, and I really wanted to get some. It's like a rope design. It looks like a button with thread already through it, but it's like it attaches through a hook on the back. And I thought this was like not even in the store, because I was looking through all the button bins and I wasn't finding anything that was gold, and if I did, it didn't have anything that matched it. And I really wanted these because I wanted to make a military style Lolita dress with like, it has like at least 6 buttons and they go like boop 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 on the front. And I found a set that had 5, but it was cheap, like plasticky, and the gold was falling off, and there were only 5 of them. And you can't really do it with 4. I've seen some dresses where there's only 2, but the look that I really like is when there's like 6 or more going down the front. But then I found these in the final bucket of buttons, and there's enough for maybe 2 or 3 dresses in that style if I wanted to. I think I said, but this was actually 2 sets with 10 each, and $4 for like 20 buttons is really good. That's a steal. So I'm happy with that. So yeah, I really recommend going to this place in Baltimore. It's called Scrap More again. The people there were really helpful and nice, and they were asking us about our projects and what we like to do, and showing us around. It was really cool. And I don't know, leave me a comment that says what your favorite thrifted find has been, or if you've been to any of these like secondhand craft shops, what were your finds that you got, and like what your favorite one was. Okay, I haven't done an outro in a while, sorry. Okay, so if you want to see more of my videos in the new year, you can subscribe to my channel. If you want to tell me that you like this video, you can go ahead and put a thumbs up. Yeah, I guess that's it. Goodbye.